everything. What do you think?
I'd really like to feel out what the cities are doing at first, because that's the very, very big factor in what you can actually run.
And that Molotov instantly makes me think it's not going to be like a straight rush. It'll be a setup here. So two smokes and they are all going B. So
yeah.
Freiburg and Forest. I mean, especially the guy holding oranges right now could be in some trouble with that Molotov.
Possibly, or the new boxes.
Freiburg, what an opening! But Cajun with a good return here. Smoke goes up. And the second map is already live. They didn't wait that long to figure out. They just kind of went for it here. But they're in the site. They're doing a good job. And Freiburg's low on health here. It's looking good for TSM. And they need that strong start. That's exactly what you said, Nansu. They have to come in swinging on this one. Get right, goes down. Nice shot from Cajun B. And it is a 4v3. Bomb ticking away. Kit's on Freiburg, and he's got 8 health. If he goes down, that Kit could be lost for a while. Sivnik's putting a little bit of damage in on Exist. Still ticking. NIP, they're playing this very slowly, maybe even too slowly. As Freiburg goes down, Exist will fall, and Alu's going to go down to great double kill, and Cajun helping out. Solid round.
Yeah, very rough retake altogether. 4-on-3. B-bombs out of Inferno. It's a very, very rough retake. But yeah, just a nice play from TSM there. The timing of their push to B, pitch perfect. Getting that kill, even though Freiburg got the initial kill, the return kills were there, and just took over the bomb side and got the advantage of 4-on-3. Kept it locked down.
What do you think about this buy though from TSM? We've got 2 submachine guns, 1 Tech 9, and they know it's going to be armor pistols that they're up against. And especially in front of you have to get close. Those submachine guns aren't always that effective.
Well, I mean, it's not that long range of a map, so a P90, it's a good weapon along with the UMP. So, no, I don't see this as a big problem, really.
All right. Well, we'll see. Hello. CZ 75 in hand. Just a couple of shots put in. Not stressed at all. Yeah. I think it's very key to Alu's style. I'd say probably one of the most calm players that we have in the current Counter-Strike scene.
Yeah, it's funny. He used to not be, but he has become one, actually.
How long ago would you say he wasn't?
Let's say 3-4 years ago.
Just taking a while then.
They build it up a bit.
All right then.
I think he actually became a lot better in mouse sports also. He learned a lot in that time.
All right, well, I have a point to make about that, but we'll have to wait a little bit because TSM, they're ready to go into this A-bomb site. Device goes down early on, still fighting here. Forest, oh, we can't get the kill. It looked like it was going to happen. Exist though, fighting against Dupree. TSM, they can't afford to let go of this round. They got to win it. And they are, as a minimum, going to get a bomb plant here, but they need more than that. The P90, as you said, close range, pretty damn good. And there it is.
Yep. Looked a bit scary for a while there, though, at the push, when they were pushing towards the site.
Now, at the offline qualifiers for this event, I spent a good deal of time talking to Alu, and one of the things he told me was his conversations with Chris J from Mouse Sports, were a lot about forgetting past mistakes during the game and saying it's a new round and let's move on. Yeah. And Alu actually said if Chris can get into that mode of thinking, he'll be also one of the best players in, like a top 10 player essentially.
Yeah, I think a lot of players have that issue still. They think about the statistics and think about the mistakes they've done before. You just forget about it. You just move forward. It's about winning rounds, not about the mistakes you did before. You just gotta move forward and think about the upcoming round.
Good stack going on from NIP in this bomb site. It's got 4 people here. The Device is kind of like the lone scout running in. He goes down, so now they probably realize it's a stack going on. But they're still kind of hanging around. They got plenty of time to run back, and I'm glad they finally did it. Yeah. Now all they have to deal with is Alu here. He's going to hear them running. He can hear them in the middle right now. That's why he's sort of looking into the wall. He's just trying to detect how many people are there. So really good job from Alu, just counting, relaying the information to his teammates. That's exactly what you want to do. And Exist hiding on the other side of smoke. NIP with the rotation based off all of Alu's information right now. Sivnik's going to take Exist down. Alu coming up from behind. Should be a kill here. He doesn't get it though. Cajun turn around just in time for it. Forest has stolen the Mag 10 and is actually killing people with it. And Forest with a second kill. Oh no, they can't let this get out of hand. TSM, they're in the site with the bomb down. But NIP are all around. They're coming in for it. Get right gets a kill. Dupree has to hold strong. They don't have a kit. He just has to buy a lot of time here. Good damage initially. They're not defusing yet, and it's going to take a while before they really can here. Dupree takes down one. He's jumping. They're in the back here. He gets another one. Get right. Still holding it down. Dupree. Oh, he gets it as well. What a round from Dupree. That is a big clutch 1v3.
Yeah, I like the initial play from TSM. Not going to B and wolf packing it towards A. But then we didn't actually see where Forrest got the kill. I think it was on quad side and got those 2 kills, and that just changed the scenario completely. But then Dupree just displaying a great individual performances, and I think that's what we're going to need from TSM. We're going to need these big players to really step it up and show why they're here.
They put Device on AWPing duty, and he seems to want to pick up that role, and sometimes he's super successful, but sometimes he isn't. And I think that one of the keys to TSM, and you'll disagree if you need, but feels to me like they need to have Device stop AWPing if it isn't working really early on, because they got 2 other players at least that can pick it up. So why keep putting it on a guy that isn't hitting the shots? If it is, that's fine. Keep going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what other teams do as well. If they have players that are capable of using the AWP other than just one player, they're going to switch it up, and definitely they should do it. If Device is not hitting his shots, they're going to have a Cajun B, for example, as a backup plan. But I do like the fact that they picked it up, though, early on here, to try and get those early picks. NIP not giving them, though. They're smoking off Banana right now. They're wasting a lot of time from TSM. So it's going to be one of those rounds that's going to go all the way down to the wire, time-wise.
Sivnik's here. He's got 2 flashbangs, so if he tries to make noise over here, flashbang in, he's still making actually 3 people stay at this A bomb site. That's how effective he's been. I'm pretty sure there's smoke going on in the middle. That actually no, he's just walking through it here. Freiburg running in. He's got the M4 in hand. He's going to have to go back. They're coming around the corner. 20 seconds left here. Forrest picks up 1. Carrigan, what a great return. Headshot on Forrest. Freiburg gets the 1. They can't get him down just yet, and he's going to die. Device getting the shot, and that's what they needed. The AWP coming into play. Alu and Get Right. How do they retake this?
It's a very, like I said before, retake on B is a very hard one. I'm not sure, unless they get a really early, no, they're not even going to opt it. The only option they would have had was if TSM gave them an early kill, then a 2-on-2 retake would have been possible, but 2-on-3, very hard to make it happen.
So not even going to try it. I'm not sure about NIP's economy, but these 2 rifles might be all they have in the upcoming round. I think it's going to be a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, definitely. This is exactly what TSM needed here. This is the start that they needed to stay alive in this match. That's definitely for sure. Like I said before that it started, they needed that pistol, and even if they win the first weapon round, it could make the difference in this map.
4-0.
NIP wasn't even able to save an AWP.
That's a bit of a shame. If they could pick that up on Alu, it'd be onto something good. And speaking of Alu, he's got a kill yet. Not necessarily a big indication. It's not been a single round for NIP that they've won.
Yeah, and most of the action has been happening, besides on the ecos, well, the first weapon round went on to B. So
it's kind of interesting. They buy 4 smokes NIP here, like they are going to play a normal round, even though they only have 2 rifles.
It's very nice. That's something people should utilize even more, because that's going to buy you time and make confusion to the attacking side when you're smoking off crucial choke points of the map.
He spots the gun barrel, then exists, definitely no, and he knows the next peak is going to be around that corner, so he's going to go and hide. Smoke us up again. Device going to take down 1. There's a lot of people there, and Get Right with the 2nd kill of the round. Alu also helping out here. Dupree gets the 1. He knows Get Right is down there. He's just going to jump into pit, look for the headshot spray. Not going to get it, and Get Right. That's a triple kill now, leaving Cajun 1v3. Oh, NIP, they just had a few rifles, but they made it work so far. Get Right goes down. Cajun will end up falling to Forrest. It's going to be 4-1 NIP. Yeah. Stealing it away with just a little bit of equipment.
Well, yeah, but those smokes, really, they do amount a little bit of pressure for the T's, because they're not really sure what's happening. If it's going to be full buy, it's going to be a save, and then they stacked it up top and middle, and it just worked out for them, for NIP. But, yeah, 1-4. TSM, if they were to win this round, would be in trouble for NIP. So NIP needs to string some rounds together here. They do need around 10 rounds here on the safety side.
Yeah, consecutive rounds is the name of the game when you're playing Inferno CT side, without a doubt. The TSM, though, no bomb plant in the last round, meaning 2 of them are on Tech 9s. We'll see. Earlier in the tournament, I mean, I think Olofmeister showed us how good the Tech 9 could be on Inferno. So it's obviously not as good as having a rifle necessarily, but it could be pretty effective either way.
Definitely, and it gives you the option of buying the nades you need, especially on the Inferno. You need a lot of nades. And as we can see here, NIP actually opts to give out the banana. They're not forcing it. something they chose to do particularly against TSM, or is that something they're going to be doing more in the future?
Well, we'll keep an eye on it for sure. Molotov's out here. Forrest, good flashbang out. Carrigan close with the... So the Tech-9 is that run and gun potential. You don't always have to stop and try and shoot people. Definitely very important. And last time NIP ran, I think this time is another one where they're going to have to save instead of fighting.
I think they are going to save.
So we brought up Fnatic as a team that, and you know, widely considered the best team in the world on Inferno. Now, when they were playing earlier against Penta in their quarterfinals, I'm fairly sure they ran the most rounds having Olaf Meister in A apartments and then 4 people on Banana, just like TSM did, except that this time it's Siblings who's sort of playing either second mid or A apartments. So what's this point? Why not just have everyone at Banana?
Well, first of all, you want to have some sounds and things happening there on the other side of the map, so it's not too obvious that they're going to be running a strat on Banana. But you need a lot of force in Banana as well, especially if your opposing team is playing an aggressive Banana hold. Because that area of the map is going to basically dictate if you're going to be able to do any fakes or especially like if you want to fake B and go to A, you really need to have the Banana control. So basically, that's why you have then run a strat of your liking.
Because NIP managed to save those 3 rifles now, so they're still able to put together a buy. So that's obviously a big upside for them. And they have an AWP on Alu, so
it's a good buy for them. They should be alright, and they have some smokes to work with as well.
Is it going to change the game for NIP, is CT side having that?
The AWP?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't work last round, but they had TSM hit B, so let's see. Let's see if they keep hitting B. I think that's a thing. Carrigan's teams before very late.
And look who's alone in second mid. Siblings.
Yep.
Sort of just slowly walking back, and he's going to throw a smoke. It's going to land towards pit, which is usually an indication that some sort of push is coming. They might also see, because actually usually it's 2 rotating out of B. Wouldn't have expected that either at all for NIP, and Sibnik's running back to join everybody else. They're going to try and flood into the side here. 35 seconds. Forrest, good shot there at the edge of the smoke. Going to take down Carrigan. And TSM have ground to hold. They need to move here. Dupree with the kill. Forrest, second kill for him. Sprays through outer bullets. Goes down to Sipnix. And it's back into a 3v3. And this time NIP are going to fight it. This time they're not going to run away. And the bomb only just going down. They have a lot of resources to do this with. But they need that entry frag once again here. And one is going to come from. He's going to turn around with the AK and look for the opening. Can he get the Swedish captain killed here? That bomb is ticking actually quite a lot now. Device goes down, and there's Sibnix with the kill. Gets one, goes for Alu, gets the spray. Gets it, TSM, 6 rounds in. What a clutch from Sibnix.
Yeah, just great play from Sibnix, that's for sure. Like, one of those situations again where individual performances are reigning supreme. It seemed to be a theme here in this match, and continues to happen.
Now, how would you rate Sibnix as a clutch player? Would you say that's necessarily his role, or
well, at this tournament, I think he had a rough first day. He's just got a crazy aim. He's just he just possesses a lot of skill.
All right, utility all round. Let's put him at that.
Yeah.
Device going to take down Freiburg. There's another shotgun and get right. And I mean,
let's see if you can see NIP change their game plan a bit on Banana. If they're going to start forcing, I feel like they need TSM such an easy time going into Banana and executing those motion flashes and Molotov into B, because they're doing it very well right now. Freiburg and Forrest are having a hard time holding that site.
Sipnix with a good kill on Get Right, so the Nova shotgun's out. Alu with a team kill. A little bit of a shame then. Forrest kind of wanted in front of him. It's going to be a flawless round. Ask you about this Banana aggression. It's not something TSM have been doing yet, but I've seen a bunch of times in the past where when the CT side does go aggressive on Banana, the T side will respond by throwing a bunch of Molotovs at the top of Banana to get that control. So I don't know if that's what an IP are So far, they haven't done it. Actually, you've picked the right round now, too. They are moving up this time.
Yep.
Gonna go for it. Grenade on in. Freiburg, negligible damage. But look at this. This is a smoke that works nearly one way, and he's gonna get that kill on Cage and Freiburg. Such good timing.
Yeah, that's gonna make it easier for kill. But at least they got the first pick, and Dupree with the return on assist.
That's huge, obviously. A bomb plant inside here. They're going to plant inside the bomb site, which means but apartments isn't good for them, and actually pit could be a problem as well. If they lose control of the bomb site, it's really hard for Dupree to try and save it here, so we'll see if that's going to be an issue or not. Hopefully they're not going to move forward, but it's looking good for them right now. Carrigan with one, he goes down, and he kill, and there you see that corner, and they should have time for the defuse.
Yeah. If you just have time. Should not be a problem.
What do you think about this planning position here, considering the after plan?
Big pit, there's no way he can kill the guy defusing. But not sure of the circumstances when he was planting, but it was if he had have to sort of do a safe plant like that, but in a situation where you had a lot of time to do the plant, then you should do it more open where you can actually...
I'm interested. Freiburg throwing this smoke really far back, and actually it's about a month ago NIP would always show this smoke at car, or like top banana instead of bottom banana, so they've changed that a little. He's gonna miss a shot. Boosted up on top then.
Now it's interesting to see how is this going to affect TSM's game plan when NIP is actually pushing Banana. Are they going to try to take the control of it, or are they just going to leave?
Carrigan has been removed. It's been effective round after round. Sibnick's over at second mid, the rest pushing Banana. Well, there's no control of Banana now. And
whenever a team leaves out the Banana empty, you definitely have to, as an in-game leader, you have to utilize that for either doing a B strat or faking B strat.
Thought of everything through it, he came up with, wait a minute, let's just wait till the smoke's gone and go B anyway.
Yeah,
bomb though, look at the bomb, it's so red. This is actually a huge... We need to look at the minimap here. The blue dots over at A, they need to move out of the bomb site, otherwise this isn't going to work. And get right, look, he's standing solid. He's like an absolute rock. He's not buying this at all. Neither is the rest of NIP. They see this coming. What a read coming out from Exist right now here. This is some good in-game leading coming out. And he's going to do even better. Gets a kill on Sibnick's. They've seen this. They're not buying it. Allo gets a kill as well. Get right down in pit with the one. Goes for the last one as well. And Carrigan, he's got the double, but there's no time. They will lose the round. And that is NIP.
Yeah, very expensive round. Usually you don't rotate that, like you rotate when you're getting called that the bomb is at one of the sites basically. Nice patience from the CT player from NIP. Get right on the boys on their side, just played it perfectly, not over rotating, winning them the round. But a very costly round. They only had one guy left when the round ended, so they're gonna have a very limited amount of equipment going into this round. From NIP's perspective.
You said they were looking for about 10 rounds, and that ship has sailed. That's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, that train has really left the station, so they really want to win out here. 8-7 at least. It's going to be
set up from TSM here as they've got the bomber at second mid, and if Carrigan is joined up by a second player in second mid, I expect they might try for like an A execute where they just smoke from second mid into pit. What do you think about those kind of smokes where you just try and do that?
We're smoking
pit with the double smoke on car, one a little bit further back.
Well, that's like you're just basically isolating the guy. If there's someone, if you know they have a tendency of playing big pit, then you just strike the bomb. The problem is if you have a guy like get right here for playing balcony.
Another entry frag over at Archway, and Forest and Freiburg just gonna run away. So they're looking really good here for TSM. This is a disastrous situation, in fact, for NIP. Incredibly one-sided in favor of NIP. They had everything going their way and some incredible plays, but it's very different now.
Definitely. A great playing for TSM, that's for sure. And like I said before, execute those B strats, and we've seen TSM do a lot of that right now, and they're doing a perfect job against with it.
On Dust 2, Natu, you were requesting some CT aggression. Does that work on Inferno?
Yeah, well, like we talked about it. Banana aggression, early picks in middle. I think NIP just hasn't had the opportunity so far. Like, they've been having very limited equipment. I think TSM has been smoking off mid a lot early on. Do not give them the room to try and pick from mid. So,
what about the rush down middle style of Virtus Pro or Na'Vi, where super aggression,
full YOLO,
full YOLO. Exactly right.
I think Very Games was the one that started off with a 3-2 split down to middle.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely.
Yep.
It's really good, I think, in TSM. You can see that they were reacting to that smoke. They recognized first time that smoke came up, Freiburg got the kill by looking under it. And it's some of those newish smokes that we've been talking about. This time, you can tell that they were ready for it. They saw that smoke and they realized there's probably going to be someone hiding there.
Yeah.
So it only worked once.
Yep. Nowadays, you do the calls whenever a bit of an odd smoke comes in. You always call out, watch out for like a one-side smoke. You know, that's what we do. If those type of things happen, you always call it out. So you got to be really careful and just spam the smoke.
Good smoke on over towards Archway. Going to block off that side. And if they run quad right now, I mean, it's not the most impressive. Inside the C-set 75, and Get Right's going to walk right into Sipnix, and a little bit of spray then, but still it's a kill nonetheless. Allo gets the one. I can't follow it up with the C-set. It's very close though. Forest, I mean, they actually have a lot of equipment here. They've got almost $7,000 in equipment spread between these two players. So they got to be a little bit careful. They don't.
Right now, and the match is about to be 3-9 in favor of TSM on the T side of Inferno. Yeah, you need to save the weapons. Or the weapon, at least. And the kit that exists. Both have kits, too, so... And armor. So please do save it. For the sake of your team.
Do it. It's not a lot in the bank right here. Expensive loss this time. Would have been worse if it was Forest, and he's miles away. He's going to be just fine. Wow. I mean, this kind of start. Were you you said they needed a good start. You thought they could get it as well, but were you expecting this?
Not really. I don't think anyone was. Or if someone says they were expecting this, then I think they're lying. But yeah, it's just been a phenomenal start from half from TSM so far. They're really fighting back and mounting a comeback here in this matchup.
Oh, and here it is, actually. They're going to go for the aggression. It's not a lot of equipment, but this is what we're just talking about. Rushing down middle. Cajun going to get surprised, and he goes down to Get Right. NIP risking it all in this round, but they kind of have to. They're so far behind. And it's a blocked on the far right side of the map, and Get Right still alive, still plenty of health. Down in pit, though. Freiburg is kind of alone, and just with the USPS, he needs backup quick.
I think NIP's problem right now is that looking at the scoreboard, you have Allo at 2 frags, for example, Forest and Freiburg at 6. No, 6 and 8. There we go.
But he goes down after getting the double. Sipnix 1, V3 at the moment. And it should be around here for NIP, a much needed one. Still so much left for them to do here. Forest gonna pick up the kill. We're looking at 9 full. So is that one of the big problems for NIP? Is it individual players right now that aren't performing to the level?
I mean, it's always a combination of how your opposing team is playing against you. They're making it hard for you, but at the same time, individuals here need to step it up. Like we see, Allo he's an impact player. He needs to be an impact player for NIP without opping, and he's being denied of that so far very efficiently. And now you can see Forrest is actually picking up the op. He's going to be playing that banana aggressively.
Last time they had 2 people aggressively pushed out. This time it's Forrest. He gets the first kill there on Cajun. Gotta be careful, and he will go down to Device. That's actually an excellent headshot from the Danish rifler.
That's a good trade for TSM. That favors definitely TSM.
Expensive rifle, and also one of the players on NIP that's been performing best so far in this quarterfinals overall. Dupree waiting.
That one of the 2 sides is going to be weakened for sure.
100%. Flash out. Device, he should know. He sees Aloe as well. He wants to see if there's another one he could kill. He spots both of them. He gets, whoa, oh my god, Device! That is insane! Takes down Aloe and Freiburg. What a next level play. He had them lined up for execution.
That was just lovely. Really, really nice with Device there. Just that patience. You know, a player that's been a lot of times will have been complaining about how he doesn't perform in the playoffs, doing that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Big up for him.
Often referred to as the choker.
Yeah.
Someone who can't quite perform once it gets to the playoffs. You're right. This round, it's a quad kill for him. All of them extremely well executed. Natu, the tension. If you go for that peek and you get spotted, there could have been a guy up coils, standing on the ledge by the grill, looking down there. Or he could have maybe 2 kills. So it takes a lot more. Looking at it, it seems like it's nothing. Waiting to shoot doesn't seem like a big thing, but when you're in the game.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's always going to be a risk, that's for sure. It could have turned out horribly wrong, but you got to take risks. That's the fact. You know, there's no way around it.
Can't safe play your way to a grand finals.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to safe play your way winning a major. You're always going to have to take some risks.
Now look at this smoke here. This is the one that I was talking about, that NIP normally throw, in my opinion. This is the most common one for them, top mid, top banana like this. On the TSM side, though, there's 3 Molotovs, including one that they stole from the CT side. We haven't seen any really heavy Molotovs. Slowly.
Yeah, they're just smoking off at the crucial points of the site and timing their flashes correctly and just basically getting those first picks. That's the plan that they have, and it's working out great for them so far. 10-4 scoreline. It's not that common either.
Oh, it's definitely not that common. NIP in a similar situation as the one that TSM was just in on Dust 2, trying to remind themselves it's 1 round at a time.
Yeah, I don't know if NIP just got too comfortable after that Dust 2. They feel like it? I don't know.
It was easy for them. Maybe that's it. Got lured into a sense that this is already good. Yeah. This time TSM aren't going to go for the B-bomb side. I love this push here from Carrigan, but it's not going to be good enough. Aloe will take him down. NIP, it's the last round. They do need to pick this one up. Dupree charging in. It's raining men down on Get Right, and Aloe looking good right now for NIP. No bomb plan yet, but Aloe went down. And you think he could have waited for his teammates to show up. Still all right for NIP. They've got the man advantage, and they're all around the site. They're coming in from multiple angles here. It could definitely work.
The next kill is going to be...
He can actually jump out of the apartments and shooting with the shotgun. It's still accurate midair. That could be a real factor here. Well, Forrest goes down. Cajun gets the kill. Oh no, NIP, it's falling apart for them right now. And Freiburg goes down. 1 click from Cajun. Very convincing, although Sivnix did burn alive in the background.
Like I said, the next kill was very crucial. TSM got the...
Counting for NIP earlier, but now it's TSM that's being called out here.
Everyone's getting love.
I think that was actually, it looked like there was some mistiming for NIP. Forrest died first, then next in line the guy coming from Archway, and they simply died one at a time. They didn't coordinate well enough.
That is true. Yeah, it's very
Cool team at doing that.
Yeah, right now they seem to be out of sync. I don't know if what we just discussed, if they just felt too comfortable after that first map, got a rough start, and then things just snowballed from there. And TSM just played excellently as well. And all of a sudden, the individual plays that were in NIP's favor on us two were on TSM's favor. It just turned around like that.
Yeah, definitely a solid performance from the Danish team right now. NIP. See, get right with his fist on his nose, just looking a little bit disappointed, I think. They do have Nuke as a third map, and they get to start CT side Nuke, so there is a lot still working for NIP, but...
Well, you don't want to look that far ahead yet. There's still 1.5 to go, and they just need to, you know, they got to think to themselves, we can do what they did to us. And that's the only right approach they can have right now.
Now, in the past, with when Fetish was doing the in-game leading for TSM, I would say that they used to be one of the really, really hard teams to beat on Inferno CT side. Routinely get upwards of 10, 11, 12 rounds playing CT side. Do you think they could do the same under Karrigan's leadership?
Well, I know that these two teams have been practicing each other prior to the tournament, so they both have a feel. The dynamics of this match, we can already see that TSM definitely they just executed their strategies flawlessly, and let's see if NIP has an idea of how TSM plays CT and if they capitalize on that.
Oh, and all the cheering you just heard in the crowd was because Taz and Pasha came in and joined us to watch the game here, and the Polish fans, they love it. Cajun, what a great opening here, clicks Alu away. TSM, they won that third map. Winning this pistol round would almost certainly secure it. And look at Device, he's sneaking up behind him. He's actually trying to out-ninja the Ninja team. He's going to miss them by a second. That's almost unreal. If he did, that would be a real kill, but he should play it safe. He should just kill him.
He sees the bomb too, so that's a lot of information for TSM right now. They know that it's going to be an A hit, to be sure.
Look at Device. He did it over at the B-bomb side on T side. Now he's walking up behind him. They know everything that's going on. Device right on their heels right now. He gets the one. For Device, cold as ice.
Speaking of risks, that department and getting so much information, even though he didn't. I'm not sure even if he got a kill, but all that information he got,
just the one,
was so important.
BO3 finishes it off.
Boom. And it's going to be so much harder for NIP to mount a comeback here.
He was almost like a sleeper agent, you know. He was in their ranks, just feeding information back to headquarters, and
a double agent.
That was very, very impressive.
Yep. And TSM just looking spot on right now here in Inferno.
Well, the response for TSM is the 1P93 for Masters 1M4 and lots of smokes here. On the NIP side, a little bit varied once again. They're not all Take 9. There's some C-sets in there.
Yeah, they have belief in one smoke that they have bought by Access. Take this round here. Let's see if it works out for them.
Losing this round would mean 14-4 for TSM, almost certainly.
Well, yeah. But at this point, they are in desperation mode, so they really need to take these risks.
Cajun gets the one. Nice and solid controlled spray here. Dupree down in pit as well, helping out. They go for a little bit more. That kill and Device finishing it off. That's very solid. That's
very nice indeed.
Good stuff.
And did they lose maybe one player in that process of that round? And as we can see, Cajun B's spray down on Get Right on Freiburg. Really nice job from TSM.
Yeah, there was a sense of control about that. It wasn't the panic. Oh, they're really close to me. I've got to react quickly.
That was his positioning was basically what made the difference there. Apparently they didn't expect him to be there, and it really paid off.
And now it's all Glocks on NIP.
Yeah.
They haven't had a bomb plant. Yeah, either pistol or the follow-up round.
Yeah, they won't have that much equipment next round either. They will have decent, but not everything they would like.
They're making their way. Destined to at least get a third map here. And obviously that's what we want for quarterfinals. We have to figure out who's the most deserving getting to the semis and maybe even making it on. Although waiting in the semis is Team Envy, and that is a hard task to overcome for any team.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I'm so far Dust 2 has been NIP territory and Inferno TSM territory. Let's see if it turns out that TSM is going to reign supreme here on Inferno. Seems like a clean sweep.
It's a shutdown from Cajun once again. Freiburg going to be the last man alive, but only for a second longer. 14-4. More and more hard to try and dig up, just increasingly more difficult.
Yeah, they're just opening that window slowly, and then they're just going to throw it out the window.
Look at this. Cajun and Dupree is the two top fraggers. What do you think about that?
That's cool. I mean, those are the type of players they needed to perform as well. Well, all of them has nice, like great performances from all around the team. I think pretty much everyone's contributed from TSM in this map. When you're 14-4 up,
he's really expecting that someone from NIP might be trying to boost over and look over the smoke. No one there though, and NIP making their way up second mid into apartments. They get to clear apartments pretty quickly, so they have a lot of time to work with, and they have a lot of smokes as well. Wouldn't be surprised if we end up with a pit smoke here for Cajun.
Yeah, the definite difference here is TSM is really playing aggressive banana right away, not giving room for NIP. NIP obviously going into banana though. Oh.
With the first kill of the round, Sivnik's going to get one here from us in hand. Falls back into the site. Backup is miles away. He's all alone. Gets the one. Oh my lord! Gets the second one. Alu going to go down. Sipnix is still alive and buying time. They're trying to get to him, but he seems to be a rock at this point. Solid performance here. Forrest dancing around the crate, but Backup is coming in. And that's going to make it a quad for Sipnix.
Well, definitely. Nice entry by Freiburg to the banana site, but then Sipnix just showing off his skills like we were talking about him before.
And it almost looked like the second player walked into that shot. Get right will pick off one kill, still in the 1v2 here. Sipnix looking for the ace, and there it is in the quarterfinals. It's an ace for mental difference on the team. Does that give a different energy when one guy gets the ace instead of it being spread out? Obviously the result is the same, but sort of mentally.
You have a gentleman's agreement. You give the last frag to the guy who already have 4.
All right.
You gotta have it.
Unwritten rule. I like it. That's how it should be.
15. I didn't expect it, that's for sure. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't expect it, but and TSM just proving me wrong.
To be proven wrong though, because it's going to secure us a third map. NIP would need to win 11 rounds in a row to try and somehow force a lot of them to ask here.
Yeah, but basically everything's just turned around. Like we've pointed out a few times before here. The whole concept of this match just turned around from one map to another. TSM's turn.
Kerrigan with a really nice flashbang, and he did something very interesting just then. But Dupree will go down. Forrest with a pick off. Sipnik's going to take down Get Right. And it is a 3v3. Gets the end here on Inferno for NIP. Freiburg will be taking down KGMP, but they still got to get that bomb plant down. They still got to defend it. That Molotov, I don't think it's going to stop Alu from putting the bomb down, but it'll stop them from running out once it's actually gone. So, Sipnik trying to see if he can survive. 1v2 against the remaining TSM members. Job comes out. Freiburg, he's got a good plant here for this pit position, and they know it as well. Smoke on Sipnix. They could try and smoke him off, and yeah, they will. Freiburg now, you really can't see a thing. Device is up on Graveyard as well. Bomb ticking away.
A lot of time is spent, though.
They're not defusing yet, but they will. There it is. And I think they're going to have... take the victory on Inferno. We're going to be going to a third map on Nuke.
Pace. Great play from Sipnix, for example. Device. Well, pretty much everyone in that team.
What do you think about Kerrigan? What do you actually... usually people throw it, and then they just run in, and once it's popped, they run in the peak. But actually, he threw it, then he peeked and turned around, so he saw where they were just before it popped. It gave him an extra second to actually